All right, what is going on, everyone on YouTube? And yes, welcome to day number 25 of my 31 days of horror. 6 days to go, guys, and then I actually fucking made it. 31 reviews in 31 days. It's been, probably the hardest thing that I've ever done here on YouTube. Keeping up with all this shit and, coming up with ideas for this podcast I was talking about a few days ago. But anyway, we're going to be actually talking about a new theatrical horror movie that actually came out in 2013. It's actually been a pretty solid year for mainstream horror flicks. There's been a lot of good ones. You guys know, if you're into horror, the mainstream horror flicks. But we're going to be talking about You're Next. Now, I think You're Next was actually made in 2011, but it just got released this year, like a lot of low-budget horror movies, and it's actually a fucking really great horror movie, surprisingly, for a, theater horror movie. Those come, they're a dime in a dozen, There's only been three really good ones in the last few years. You have Cabin in the Woods, The Conjuring, and You're Next. It's really the only three good mainstream horror movies to come out in a long, long, long time. But anyway, it's enough of that. You're Next. So You're Next had a huge marketing scheme here in Chicago. They were really pushing this movie. They had a lot of people from Lionsgate actually come in here and, wear the mask. If you guys are familiar with the movie, they had the animal mask. Actually, really animal masks around, They went to all the, Chicago landmarks here in the city, They went to Wrigley Field and, they posted a picture in front of Wrigley Field and all these, famous landmarks in Chicago. These people from Lionsgate did this marketing scheme and they put it up on the internet. So we were actually one of the first we had an early screening here, a week before it came out at Flashback Weekend, which is the horror convention. So I actually was able to see this movie before everybody else pretty much, but I wasn't able to talk about it because Lionsgate said so I have to wait. And I thought now would be a great time to talk about it. So You're Next pretty much about this family who is, kind of a little bit dysfunctional, and their parent, the mom's kind of a loony bin, so they go to this, I guess you could say, home in the woods, like you usually see in all these foreign movies. So the whole family gets together and everyone's, significant other comes, and you really start to see how fucked up, dysfunctional this whole family together is. It's not really the mom that's a little bit screwed up, it's actually the whole family. So, out of nowhere, it's not really a spoiler because of the trailer, an arrow comes through the window and, kills Ty West. So, Ty West has a short part in this movie. If you guys know Ty West, Tat, who refused on body bags, absolutely hates Ty West, but Ty West is in this movie, so Ty West gets an arrow through his head, and shit starts to go down from there. And as the movie goes on, there is a pretty interesting twist about who is in charge of these killings and why are they doing this. So there's actually really great gore in this movie. I'll give you an example. My favorite scene in the movie, one of the main, significant others, she's a total badass, and, she has all these skills of survival because her father was, I forgot what her father was, I saw this back in August, but her father was some kind of survival man, so she has all these survivor skills, and, she's sitting in the kitchen with one of these, maniacs, and she takes this blender and fucking puts it on top of his head and turns it on, and fucking the razors just destroy his head, and it doesn't cut away much, and it's just, I wanted to get up once again. It was one of these moments. I wanted to get up in the theater and go, oh, finally, some good kills in mainstream horror movies in the 2000s, It's actually really fucking good kills in this movie. I was actually really, 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 really happy with it, I've seen so many shitty fucking horror movies in the theaters in the last few years. I saw Creature. Remember Creature with fucking Sid Haig? Fucking nobody fucking talks about that movie, I think it was in the movies for like a few days because it flopped, because it didn't make jack shit. But I fucking saw Creature. You know, everyone knows Texas Chainsaw. Fucking, a lot of people liked Insidious too. I thought it was I didn't think it was as good as the first movie. You know, so many more remakes. Hey, actually, Evil Dead was good. You know, I forgot about Evil Dead, but that's enough. That's enough for another day. But if you guys want a actually good mainstream horror flick, check out Your Next. It should be coming out on Blu-ray soon. It's been out of theaters for quite a while, but I hope you guys have enjoyed day number 26. Guys, do give it a thumbs up and comment below. Sorry for the late video again. You know, Fridays and Saturdays, I'm going to be posting these videos around 1 o'clock Central Time because I'm out and doing stuff and I don't get home till late. But, last weekend was a different story, and I promised I wouldn't be doing that again. So, thanks again, everybody, for watching. You want to follow me on Twitter, you can't do so at twitter.com/NESRuler22. Should talk to you guys tomorrow with another review. So, I'll talk to you guys soon. See you.